Okay, so all of this back here, all of this is really getting under my skin. This is all of my filming equipment, cables, camera accessories, microphones, cases, lights, hard drives, and things like that. We also have golf ball wiffle balls. So that way my wife and I can practice our golf swing anywhere without worrying about hitting someone's car or breaking a window. Because those balls don't travel that far, unlike regular golf balls. But okay, I'm getting sidetracked. My wife and I moved not that long ago, and we have this space behind our couch. Sorry if that's too bright. I just want to make sure you can see this. And I'm looking to put a desk in some sort of storage organizing system back here. So that way all of my filming equipment doesn't have to sit out like this. And then I can have my own little space to be creative and work. But I'm not quite sure what that looks like yet. I've been looking at a few solutions from IKEA. But if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments, because this corner is the polar opposites of calmness. And we got to fix that quickly, like really quickly. Now, other than the boxes and the visual clutter sitting behind me, which I'm in the process of fixing, I promise, the beautiful fact that I'm on the verge of being a dad in less than 70 days is exciting. I'm sure you can tell from the smile on my face or the fact that I've been talking about my unborn son a lot lately in the last couple of videos. But I'm also seeking calmness and guidance as I step into this next chapter of my life. My wife and I have never done this before. We're first-time parents. And with that comes a bit of, I hope I'm doing the right thing attitude, if you know what I mean. And as our lives are changing and progressing, peace, calm, and serenity are values we want to bring forward in our life. And as we navigate this space, I want to help you navigate it as well, because maybe you're starting a family of your own, or maybe you have visual clutter in your space that is conflicting with the calmness you're seeking. Or, it might even be your career and the politics that come with navigating that space. Whatever it is, peace, calm, and serenity are the keys to disrupting mental stress, worry, anxiety, and clutter you may have or be feeling. And the way we're going to do that is by talking through a few gentle reminders that I found very helpful without the overwhelm. This is important because when you welcome calmness into your life, when you master the small habits and the gentle reminders that keep you connected to calmness, the idea of living an intentional life becomes much more feasible. And that's exactly what I want for you and the exact goal I have for myself and my family as well. Okay, let's jump right in. Reduce noise. I'm not gonna lie, I like the quiet. And I might get looked at as being weird because of that or whatever, and that's fine. But one thing I know to be true is that silence will teach you more about you than you. And sometimes all it takes to welcome calmness into your life or to gain it for the first time is by embracing silence and reducing all of the outside distractions and noise. This includes negative relationships and interactions, which I'll talk about later, social media, which I'll also talk about later, or anything that can potentially pull you away from your goals or the ability to have a calm life should occupy a reduced role in your life. And it's our job to initiate that and maintain it. Growing up, my dad would always tell my brother and I to be mindful of the things we listen to, because what we feed ourselves is then feeding our life. Now, with this in mind, I want to encourage you to not only reduce the noise in your life, but make a proactive decision to replace it with valuable messaging that can fill your life with peace, calm, and serenity. Keep technology out of boredom. Most of the time, for the majority of people, including myself, trust me, I'm not perfect. Far from it, actually. But when we're bored, what's the first thing we do? Ooh, you said it. We reach for our phones. And 9 times out of 10, we go on social media. So here's a challenge for you. The next time you're in a moment of boredom, regardless of where you are, on the couch, in the bed, at work, don't reach for your phone. And if you do, because I get it, sometimes it's second nature. I mean, some of us can navigate this device and find apps on it without even really looking at it. It's so second nature. But like I said, if you reach for it, my challenge for you is to not go on social media. Now, you may have to temporarily delete the app or move it out of its normal placement. So there's a bit of friction there when you go to look for it. But see, when you keep technology out of boredom, something interesting starts to happen. You start to seek alternative ways to fill those moments. Researching and learning new things, exercising and walking, reading, writing. There are tons of options available to you that can help you strengthen your calm inducing muscles more so than anything you'll find on social media. Make a list, not necessarily a to do list, just a list of what's important to you or the things you value. You see, if I was to summarize everything that writing has taught me on my journey, I'd say this: when things are written down, the meaning those words carry will always register differently within us, in our mind and in our heart. Meaning, at least in my experience, seeing how I felt or seeing the things that bring me value and bring calmness to my life, seeing those things written down on paper has always brought me confidence and clarity in regards to how to navigate those feelings or wants. Often, and again, this is my experience, and maybe you can relate to this as well. I've felt myself being pulled in different directions and trying to grab the reins or regain control of my life and organize my life was very overwhelming, especially in moments where we don't know what we want or what's important to us or why something's important to us or where we should be focusing our attention. So, if you can relate to this, my encouragement is to make a list. Write down the things that add value to your life, the things that bring calmness to your life. And if you need help with this, you can start with my core values worksheet that you can download on my website at ronaldlbanks.com/values. That link is also in the description. Okay, next, limit negative interactions. Any sort of negativity that you're surrounded by or involved in will always prevent you from gaining calmness and keeping it. So, if a calm life is what you're after, then it's best to do everything in your power to limit the negative interactions you have. And here are a few strategies to help you with that. Number one is to set boundaries. Don't feel pressured to have to sit and listen to a negative person, period. Their negativity will seep into your life and affect your attitude and everything that you have going on. So I strongly want to encourage you to put some distance between yourself and that individual or situation. And number two is to choose your battles. There's a time and a place where responding is the best course of action. And there's a time and a place where choosing to take the high road and walk away from unnecessary conflict is the better option. So I want you to be mindful of what battles you choose to fight. And the thing I want you to remember is that you don't have to engage every time someone irritates you. Stop worrying about the future. Ooh. Okay, I'll use myself as an example for this one. I could sit here and worry myself crazy about whether or not I'm always going to do the right thing or never make a mistake as a new dad. And to be honest, that's not going to help anything. That's not going to change the situation. So why do it? See, there's a direct connection between staying in the present and living a calm life. And something I've learned over the years is that worrying is like a rocking chair. It doesn't get you anywhere. It's just something to do, right? So rather than worrying, the key, and you might want to write this down in case you're able to, because like I said a few minutes ago, when we see things written down, it registers differently within us. But the key is to practice bringing our thoughts back to the present. Now, it's natural to worry sometimes or to think about what the future may hold. I get it. I do it sometimes. It's a part of being human, and it's okay to be human. But keeping your thoughts present as much as possible will save you all of that energy you'd otherwise spend on that rocking chair, if you're following this metaphor. Now, really quick, here's how you do that because I don't want to get pulled off on a tangent. Number one is to embrace the red light moments in life, meaning go, go, go all the time isn't always the best option. So consider slowing down just as often as you accelerate or strive to get ahead in life, which is a deeper conversation for another time. Number two is be aware. A big part of being present in life and keeping your thoughts present is having the ability to recognize when you are and when you aren't being present. Listen to that again. And number three is routines and rituals. Now, the perfect routine, whether it's a daily routine, an evening routine, a morning routine, does not exist. However, the perfect routine for you does. So don't focus on trying to copy what everyone else is doing, and instead focus on what brings you calmness and clarity at the start of and throughout your day. And before I get pulled off on that tangent that I'm trying so hard to avoid, if you want to learn more about being present in life, check out this video here for the full scoop. All right, let's keep it moving. Do less each day. The more you try to do, the more chaotic things are going to feel. It's that simple. If you find yourself starting your day from a place of worry or high stress, it is quite possible that you simply have too much on your plate. See, something to keep in mind is that no one is asking you to be everything to everyone all of the time. Something like this just isn't feasible for the human body, right? We need to rest. And we will always do our best work and function from our highest level if we're doing it from a place of rest. And more often than not, this means committing to less, choosing to do less so we can ultimately do more, but that can only happen if we rest. Rest equals calmness. Remember that. Lower your expectations. Okay. I'm not saying to stop caring or to have a nonchalant attitude about everything, but when you lower your expectations, you are going to go through a perspective shift, meaning less stress, less worry, less anxiety, because now things don't have to go a certain way all the time. Things don't have to be perfect all of the time. And of course, you can have your preference. I mean, I have preferences on my life or in my life for how I would prefer things to go, but my expectations don't necessarily equal my preferences. This will take a lot of unnecessary pressure off of you. And through this experience, you will learn a lot about yourself, which is the exact path you want to be on, because that will bring you the most clarity and help you figure out what truly brings calmness, serenity, and peace, all of those things to your life. All right, commit to making calmness a part of your day. This one is simple, and all I'm asking you to do is make a commitment to yourself to bring calmness to your day every day. Whenever you notice that things are off balance, make a pledge to yourself to bring peace, calm, and serenity into your day. You can do this through reconnecting to your core values, putting some distance between yourself and anything negative, and just reducing the outside noise and distractions. If you do that, then a calm life will be yours to enjoy. Again, if you want to learn more about how to be present in life, check out this video here. Also, remember, I have resources linked in the description below, so check those out as well. Keep growing, keep learning, and always stay true to you because I'm always staying true to me. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.